morning, students. Myself, Priti Rana, welcomes you to English class. Today is a story time. I am going to tell you one story. You might have read many different stories in this vacation period. Some stories may be interesting, some stories may be bore to you. But today's story is full of imagination and mystery. The story name is The Overcoat. The author of the story is Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a famous Indian author who is famous for his mysterious stories and stories of imaginations. The Overcoat is one of such stories. By the name itself, you can understand this overcoat has some speciality in this story. The story has two main characters, our narrator and a young girl, Julie. Our narrator has just come a few days before to the Himalayan region to stay. He don't know many people in that area, except few neighbors. One of such neighbors invited him for Christmas party. That day was a very cool day. He was sleeping on his bed with a warm hot water and a book. He was reading a book and that book was really very interesting. So he didn't want to go and attend the party. But after some time he thought that it will be a wrong decision that not attending the party. So at the last he decided to go to the party. So he came out of his bed. He wore two sweaters with an overcoat and a scarf. He came out of his house. He got an invitation from Kaparia's family. Kaparia's house is just a mile away from his house. So he thought to go by walking there. While going, he saw a young girl standing at the middle of the road. She has worn a new dress but of old design. Old-fashioned. She had a long hair, but she has a very catching smile with lovely eyes. Narrator attracted to her. He went there and said, "Good evening, ma'am." She replied with a smile. By seeing her dress, narrator thought she is going to party. Girl directly asked him, "Are you going to party?" Narrator became happy from inside. He said, "Yes, I am." "Would you like to join me?" And the girl said yes. Then narrator asked her name. She told Julie. The girl name is Julie. Both of them walked to the Kaparia's house. When they entered there was a full crowd of people. The people enjoying the party. But no one noticed Julie. Julie also not noticed all this ignorance. She started joining the group, started listening them, laughing at their jokes. She started enjoying their party. But she was not eating anything. She was just joining from one group to another group. Our narrator was observing all these things. When the music started, Julie started dancing. She just wrapped herself in dancing. She was enjoying like anything. A narrator was observing her. He thought this girl is not feeling loneliness, even though no one is noticing her. But Julie is happy in herself. There was a long time they spent in the party. At the last, narrator decided to go home. When he got up to go, Julie also joined him. She said, "Are you going to home?" Narrator said, "Yes." Julie also wanted to go home. So she said, "Even I want to." Then both of them left the party and started going home. When they started going out, narrator asked her, "Where do you live, Julie?" Julie replied, "At Woolsburn, right at the top of the hill." The climate was becoming too cold. Our narrator, gentleman, saw her condition. So he took out his overcoat and gave her. She did not protest and allowed him to slip overcoat over her shoulder. Then they started walking. They walked till the point where they met first time. They stopped there. Julie said, "I will go from here to my home. Here is a shortcut." Narrator did understood this. He saw it's a very narrow place up to the hillside. Even then, Julie said, "I will just scramble up the hillside and can go home." Then narrator didn't reply anything and allowed her to go. Then he said, "Keep this coat with you only. I will collect it tomorrow." Julie hesitated for a moment, then smiled and went away. And within a few seconds, she disappeared up the hill. The next day, narrator walked up to Woolsburn. He crossed a little brook from which the house had probably got its name, and entered an open iron gate. But what he see? He saw a house itself. A very little remained, just a roofless ruin, a pile of stones, a shattered chimney, a few Doric pillars where a veranda had once stood. Narrator thought that Julie played a joke on him, but he don't want to accept this. He thought, what might have she told? She told this house only. How can she do this to me? Narrator searched for someone to give him a proper address. He went to Mission House where a tailor lived and asked an old Mrs. Taylor if she knew a girl called Julie. Taylor replied, "No, I don't think anyone of such girl living here. This house, Woolsburn, is closed from the past 40 years." He was shocked to listen this. Mrs. Taylor replied, "Here in this house, a Mickens family were living before 40 years. They had a little daughter by name Julie. She died because of some disease. When she died, they left the house and the house is closed from the past 40 years. Her cemetery is nearby. You can go and check there." Narrator didn't reply anything. He was in his thoughts only, whether the Julie played a joke with him or what happened. at that night. He saw a real Julie or what? Then he moved on to the cemetery place. There he saw a narrator soon reached the cemetery place. It didn't took long time to him to find out Julie's grave. The cemetery seemed very old, where the stones, dry leaves, and you can find dry things over there, as if a long period of time where no one came there. But Julie's grave was looking as if she was just buried now. It was clean. He went there. Nearby, he read Julie Macklin, 1923 to 1939. He was shocked little, but didn't spoke or thought anymore. He turned to go. He saw something laying behind. He went near. He saw his overcoat, which was nicely covered, nicely packed. He took that and felt something, someone saying thank you. He accepted the thank you with a little smile and turned and just left the place silently. He was thinking to whom he met last time. Yes, the Julie's ghost. What do you think, students? Is a Julie's ghost where a narrator met? Depends on your. Now you think whether Julie was real or a ghost. Hope you have understood the story. Thank you.